More than 60 members of Congress, including 3 from Wisconsin, spent the day in Eagle Pass, Texas, to get a closer look at the migrant crossing situation happening there. 12 News political director Matt Smith just spoke with Congressman Brian Stile, who made that trip. Matt?
Patrick, dozens of House Republicans on the U.S.-Mexico border tonight, including from Wisconsin, an intensifying border crisis, a heated political debate, and no agreement from a divided Congress on what to do.
Tonight, 64 House Republicans on the U.S.-Mexico border in Eagle Pass, Texas.
One thing is absolutely clear. America is at a breaking point.
Migrants crossing today just feet away as lawmakers look on. A trip organized by House Speaker Mike Johnson, blasting the Biden administration's response as Border Patrol sources tell ABC News of a record 302,000 encounters at the southern border in December alone.
There's some 60-plus House Republicans down there today. What is the purpose of this trip?
2 things. One, I want to make sure we're having conversations with those individuals who are in charge of this sector, speaking directly to law enforcement officers and Customs and Border Protection officers about what they're seeing. 2, it's to make sure the American people understand the severity of the crisis that's occurring here.
Republican Congressman Brian Stile from Janesville on today's tour, as tonight a bipartisan group of senators continue negotiating with the White House on a potential bipartisan solution. The White House blaming House Republicans.
You gotta do something. You gotta give me the money I need to protect the border.
Tonight, the highly political debate, a potential tipping point ahead of the 2024 elections.
I look forward to seeing what the Senate comes forward with, but we would be far better served if the Senate simply brought our bill to the floor of the Senate and allowed an up or down vote.
Which, you know, is unlikely with the Democratic-controlled Senate. So you are open to some bipartisan discussions as those continue in the Senate?
Yeah, I'm willing to work with anybody who's willing to secure the U.S.-Mexico border.
And Matt, we mentioned other congressmen from Wisconsin were also on today's trip.
Yeah, including Congressman Glenn Grothman and Derek Van Orden among those 64 in Texas today. So the question tonight, though, is what, if anything, today's trip is going to do and impact these ongoing negotiations as another government shutdown looms this month. And some Republicans tonight are starting to say shut down the government if the Biden administration doesn't immediately act.
12 News political director Matt Smith live in the newsroom.